And in our top business story, passenger traffic at Abu Dhabi International Airport increased by 19.4% year-on-year to reach 9.48 million during the first half of the year, off the back of Etihad Airways' expansion of routes. The airport's latest passenger statistics showed that a total of 9,481,744 passengers passed through Abu Dhabi International Airport during the January-June 2014 period. That's compared with 7,941,922 in the same period last year. The number of aircraft movements rose to 73,862, representing an 11.8% growth during the period, as against 65,072 aircraft movements reported in H1 2013. Ahmad Al-Hadabi, the Chief Operations Officer at the capital's main airport, commented on the H1 figures, stating that it is reasonable to expect that number to be exceeded in the second half of the year. During the 6-month period, the top 5 routes from Abu Dhabi were to Bangkok, Manila, Doha, Jeddah and London. In terms of regions, East Asia had the most passenger traffic, followed by Europe and then the Middle East. Additionally, airport data showed that cargo volumes also rose 16% to 377,885 tonnes. Etihad carried 268,713 tonnes of freight and post during the first half of the year, up 25% over the same period last year. Middle East carriers have bucked the trend as worldwide cargo business continued to stall. They transported 7% more freight in June and 10% more in the first half compared with the same periods last year, as according to an International Air Transport Association report. And Emirates has secured a $425 million Sharia-compliant loan from a group of UAE banks in order to finance the acquisition of 2 Airbus A380 aircraft. Abu Dhabi Islamic Bank, Commercial Bank of Dubai, and Dubai Islamic Bank were the joint book runners and initial mandated lead arrangers in the transaction. That's according to a statement released by Abu Dhabi Islamic Bank. Emirates used the loan to take delivery of its 50th A380 in Hamburg last month, with the aircraft scheduled to enter into service sometime in early August. Emirates is the largest operator of the Super Jumbo A380 and have a further 90 on order. The airline's president, Tim Clark, has previously said that he is interested in ordering more of the Super Jumbos if Airbus is able to manufacture a more fuel-efficient Neo version. The UAE has topped the list of countries with full-time employment, as 59% of the country's workforce have a full-time job, the highest in the world. Gallup, an American management consultancy company's payroll-to-population study, was based on more than 136,000 interviews in 136 countries, reporting on the percentage of the total adult population that works at least 30 hours per week for an employer. Of those surveyed in the UAE, about 20% were nationals, 40% were Arab expats, and about 40% were non-Arab expats. Iceland was rated as second, with 54% of its population in full-time work, and Bahrain was joint third with Sweden with 53%, and then followed by Russia in fourth with 51%. According to the poll, 1.3 billion people in the world, about 1 in 4 adults have full-time employment through a single employer in 2013, with full-time employment as low as 5% in some countries. The new multiple entry visa rules that went into force on the 1st of August this year will transform Dubai's cruise sector, that's according to a senior official. Hamad bin Medren, the Executive Director of Business Tourism at Dubai's Department of Tourism and Commerce Marketing, was quoted in a local daily as saying that with Dubai being the only home port for many international cruise lines operating in the region, the advantage of simplifying visa procedures through granting passengers multiple entry tourist permits will reduce the costs for each passenger and further boost the sector's growth. This means that visitors can now arrive at Dubai International Airport or Dubai World Central, take a cruise from Port Rashid out to other Emirates and neighbouring countries, and then return to Dubai on the same visa, rather than having to incur additional time and expense through obtaining 2 or 3 separate visas. For cruise passengers, the new entry permit costs 200 dirhams. Bin Medran added that the regulatory changes will also further boost medical tourism in Dubai.